Am I being heard? Can you hear my delightfully ill voice? You doing God's work? Apparently there are Minecraft drops available. Hello, Lee. Shall we go to Minecraft? That's the plan, I believe. Whee! We might have to configure the sound a little bit first. Just for the sake of it. I have just turned my phone off, even though that's how I read chat. That was smart of me. Let me fix that up. There we go. What's going on? Why is my phone the way that it is? Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's nothing happening that could possibly impact anything. Just gonna technical difficulties on my chat reading device. And that's not the only thing I need to do, apparently. Alright, is that fixed? Alright. Now it's possible this PNG is going to react to the music on Minecraft. That's not a problem. In any case, I've got a new skin, so it's time for a bit of a catwalk. There we go. This is my new skin. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's my new skin. Hello, Ivy. Things are going well, I believe. I am just casually on a random Minecraft world before I do a parkour on the MCC Island server. But yeah, how's everyone else going? I'm still sick, as per the last stream I did. Whoopsie. Did not wait to get better, and it's really funny because Lofter actually messaged me the other day. This is very 2019. Yeah. The game is a tad loud. There's an easy way to fix this. Lobt actually messaged me earlier, and he was like, "Can I borrow the audio interface because his is broken?" And I was like, "Sure, but I'm sick." And then he was like, "Never mind, don't worry about it." So I get the audio interface. I run the child in the divorce. I'm epic and awesome. You finished your Dragon Ball Z builds? Nice. I don't know much about that, admittedly. Let's go to the... I think it's here, the MCC Island. The jukebox sound, that makes sense. Hello, Kwang. What happened to Paper Arthur? I've had this new skin for a while. Not skin, the avatar. Oh, Jesus, that's not me. Who are you? And the answer is I retired it. Don't want to do Battlebox. Battlebox is for people who know how to do PvP, and that is not me. I now need to kind of... Ooh, gay. Hold on. Oh god. I find Hole in the Wall to be the most intimidating game in the entire like MCC gameverse. It's too hard. I cannot. Parkour Warrior is what I'll be doing today. Do you have colorblind mode? No, it's just weird colors. You saw Boo already? The pink one with the cape? I don't know who that is. Oh my god. Also, another thing about the way I play Minecraft, I've got my WASD inverse. So to move forward, I'm hitting the S key. To move backward, I'm hitting W. You put him in your Discord? Oh, that's cool. I will... Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about your drawing. I thought you were talking about a person on the side. I did not need to jump in that direction. If I squint, this is gay. But yeah, I think I'm going to try streaming a little more frequently this month. Alright, how the hell do I use this? Silver refund. That's probably not important. Faction share. I haven't been on the island server for a while. Why is S forwards? Because I made it that way. Weird? It's not weird, it's personalized. It makes me special. Am I not allowed to be special? Is this Pride Month and I can't even be my strange, unique self? Also, I can't turn my voice up anymore, unfortunately, so if I'm a bit quiet, I do apologize. It's also like nighttime. Where the hell are the games? I know that there's some here, but I don't want Battle Box or Sky Battle. Wait, is it just like a all games portal down here? Only one way to find out. Ah! Alright, we're gonna go over to Parkour Warrior. Now, no individuality allowed? This is so sad. We're breaking up. No, I'm joking. Oh, also my left click and right click are switched up as well. It wasn't funny enough. Not funny. It wasn't fun enough. I'll turn the volume down just a little bit more. It should be fine that way. But yeah, if I'm really like horrendously trash on this, hi Wibble Sub. It's not entirely my fault. But hold on, how do I... Yay, practice mode. Oh god. But yeah, I was watching Twitch Rivals MCC on the weekend, and it gave me a little bit of FOMO. So now I'm just gonna play Minecraft for fuck. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna start swearing less on my art streams, but you're gonna hear me swear a couple times while doing parkour because I'm really bad at it. Let's go, losers, for real, for real. But this is why I turned the timer off because god damn it, my keyboard is not good for this because I'm hitting the spacebar and it is not jumping. There we go. Just have to hit it extra hard. Whee. Oh, I walked off again. This is gonna happen multiple times. The last time I did parkour, I think it was during the 24-hour stream I did when I was like really just starting to stream. And I don't think there's a single clip from that is normal. I do believe I started singing. I think at one point I was just talking in a Scottish accent for a while. I don't think there's ever been a point in which I was so painfully not like mentally stable. And that's gonna happen again because I'm sick and I'm doing, well, you know, parkour. Parkour. No. I can do this one. I have cleared this parkour before, but again, it's been a while, so. Let me through. I hit the buff. Maybe, wait a minute. There's nothing forcing me to do that. I can just skip it. Oh my god. That's not meant to be a hard jump. Oh, no, that's smart of me. There we go, got it. Get ready for a lot of falling over really simple jumps. But yeah, because I don't have good movement on Minecraft. Oh. I'm gonna move my phone. It's not in an optimal position. Oh yeah, the tea that I have today, I have a mint and lemon verbena tea with fennel that I've added. And then I've got an Earl Grey with vanilla, and a Melbourne Grey, if you will, from a company that we're not naming, because I don't want to give them sales when I'm working on my Twitch stuff. I can only promote one kind of bad brand at a time. Oh, that's karma. Oh. I kind of wish there was more music on MCC Island. Actually, will I get... It's occurring to me that I can probably just play the MCC music. No. If you're wondering why I'm not shifting very much, it's because my shift key is annoying. And sometimes it just doesn't unshift. So I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible as well. Which means I'm going to keep falling backwards. I find I do better in the later islands, not the like very end ones that are really hard, but like there's a level of difficulty that I need to do parkour, and it is not the very beginner stuff, nor is it the very hard stuff. What's funny is that we know I can clear that corner because I've already cleared that corner. This is kind of gonna make me go insane. Just taking a sip of my tea. Should have steeped it for a little bit longer so that the fennel would come out more. Fennel is like if you want licorice but you can't be bothered to just get licorice. It's a little more savoury. No. Oh, I need emotional support. Nope, okay. I wonder how long I'm going to do this exact same part of the course before I give up and go insane. I think I'll get a new keyboard this year. Like a new computer entirely, but mainly because I want a new keyboard. And if you're thinking, you don't need to get an entire new computer if you just need to change your keyboard. But you know what? I think I do. And I'll have the money to do it, so I should. I should invest in an actual computer that isn't... Because I won't be going between home and uni so much, so I don't really need a laptop as my priority. And I'll be doing lots more stuff at home, whether it's Twitch streaming and playing Minecraft, or writing, or doing video editing, or art, but that's not really a computer thing. It's nice to have a bit more storage and a nicer graphics card, but yeah, I reckon it's time for me to get an actual PC for my desk. Oh, come on. Why? I know I'm capable of this. I'm strong and capable and amazing. Why? When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, will you be the savior of the broken, the beaten and the damned? 6-7 times. That is a cheap 6-7 joke, and I'm a little disappointed. I think you could have been a little more creative with that one. I need to raise the bar for the 6-7 jokes I'm willing to tolerate. It's reached that point in its age and conception where it just needs to be a little more fun. I think you know the extent of my creativity, mate. You say that, but I don't think I do. I think you've been holding out on me. I did it. Guys, I did it. I did it. Everyone cheer for me. I'm so amazing. And epic, and poggers, and great, and grand. I'm so glad I turned that timer off because I'd probably be feeling really bad about how long that took me. Oh, yay. Nope, that's gonna, yeah, I overshot that one. I felt it immediately. Nope, okay. Actually, I could probably just, nope. This one, if I time it right, I can jump on the edge of each of these grass blocks, and I don't even need to go on those side bits. Yeah, like that person was doing. Actually, I think I need to go up there. A head hitter, that's evil. Actually, that's a vine, and that's my really low graphics. Don't mind me. Actually, let me take a... Nope, overshot that. I hate one block jumps. They're probably my least favorite. I always overshoot them because I'm allergic to pressing shift. Oh, that's my bad. Ugh. Sometimes it just does not make me jump. And I don't know why it does that. I think quite possibly it hates me. Do you ever feel personally attacked by your computer? I reckon Microsoft does it deliberately to give me the shits, so to speak. That's my prediction anyway. Tea break. I feel like most people oh no. So this one has a few problems. First of all, the server lag is going to get me. No. The server lag gets me. I hate the timed ones. I think all of these should be on the little optional paths. Because, like, you can't complete it. Yeah. I mean, you can complete it, but it's incredibly annoying. I got it. Alright, we'll try a bit of the medium one. Oh, is that ice? I hate myself. Oh. No. I'll give this one more go because I can't. Alright, we'll do it one more time because I think I can do better than that. Yeah. Oh, so close. That's as far as I'm getting in that one. Bit of a time waster there. Not that I'm timing myself. Oh. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, no, that's cool. How am I supposed to do that? I don't even know what the timing is on that. Okay, let's look at it. 1, 2... That's not even like a full slow second. No, that's ridiculous. I did it anyway. I don't really know what that bullshit was though. This is gonna be another time where it's like, please hit the shift bar. It's not the shift bar. Please hit shift and I'm not gonna do it. No. And in all honesty, it's probably better to just jump and have momentum. Ooh, that was so close. And I think I was just surprised that I actually landed that in any way. But like half the trick of parkour is to just keep running. Not to like think about not falling. No, I wanted to land on the bus that time. I didn't want to jump over it. No. No, okay, that's fine. If I had to pick a thing from MCC to actually do on the practice server, it would be Ace Race. Because I think it's the best for improving like your overall movement skills, and that's something I do want to improve. Not as much as like, for years now I've always thought I'd love to actually learn how to use a bow in Minecraft. Like I know fundamentally like how to operate one, but I don't have great aim. And that's true of me in soccer as well. And hockey. Great at stealing the ball from people though. Like, if you put me in a game, I love playing defense. because I love snatching that ball out of people's like dribble. I love to disrupt. It is so incredibly fun. I remember during a like practice exercise we did when I played with my like school. This was a teammate, right? And this was just practice. Like it was technically very wrong of me to do. But I stole the ball as she was trying to hit a goal, and she was pretty pissed off at me. And I was like, "Look, you're practicing your aim. I'm practicing my defense. Come back when it's my problem that you couldn't come and like move past me. That's not my fault. We Minecraft? That's right, Lobster. We Minecraft. We Minecraft parkour. We are lifesteal. No, we're not. See? Oh, you're kidding. Those are glass panes. So it's evil is what I'm fast learning. That's not the one that I wanted to be on. Nope, alright. That's fine. I don't need to do the medium one. Lubber, ew, Corvy, Groovy. What? Love to stop harassing my partner during Pride Month. That's not okay. Alright, let's see if I can do these once again. Oh, fuck. You're doing the Minecraft? It's just because you can't build a bridge does not mean you need to bring your negativity over to my Twitch stream. By the way, I think I messed up my audio again, but that's not entirely my fault. All of my audio has been playing through the audio interface, like including the desktop audio, so I was like, fuck it. And I'm not really in a position at the mental capacity to really figure that one out. You are okay with gay people. You haven't even posted for Pride Month. You haven't done a happy Pride Month at all. Not even in your own Discord server. Let alone on Twitter. But then again, you don't have Twitter, so that would be difficult for you. Oh yeah, fun news for people who don't get it, but Tommy Innit is deleting his Twitter account. And so everyone on Twitter has been sending their favorite Tommy Innit posts. There are some bangers in there. Do you think it's a coincidence that your streaming setup gives out on you right as June is dawning? No. Oh, like, yes, it's a coincidence, but yeah. No, as in I don't think it. I don't know. What are words? What are words even? I hate these stupid parts. They all smell like alcohol. And they all follow recipes and they're like, no, you need to make it a Moscow Mule or White Russian. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do those. I want to be free-spirited and make whatever the hell I want. I'm going to spend a couple hours making a lemon myrtle syrup, and then it's going to be so good that I make a cocktail that changes people's lives. And then I have to let them know that I cannot recreate it, because I will never recreate that syrup exactly as I made it that one time. This gameplay makes you depressed? Yeah. I'm not good at parkour. That's the point of doing it. I want to get better at it. But I am going to die about 20 times. So... You should have seen how long it took me to get, like, past the first stage. Not even a bonus pass, just like the normal level of Minecraft. Can we lower the game audio? Sure. It's not very loud though. I'm gonna play parkour for hours. That's my plan for today's stream. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm just not gonna do that one. Navigate forward. I'm pretty quiet. Well, loved it. You'll be shocked to hear this. It's because I'm sick. Although I could probably... No, that's as loud as I can go. I don't think there's any way I could possibly make my voice louder. Yeah, no, nothing I can do. I can move the mic closer to my face. That's the best I can offer you. Also, you used the wrong yaw. You need an apostrophe IE. And I'm a little disappointed that I haven't hammered that in yet. Well, but now I can't see my phone, which means I can't read chat. Oh my god, I've been skipping part of the course. I hate myself. I'm blaming this on you, Lobda. It's not personal, but it is. If the book was paper, you could... No, the slimes. I hate the slimes. Oh, fuck. So the trick with the slimes is that you're not allowed to jump on them, but it's going to be, like, everything in you is going to say jump, and you just have to not. You just have to move. And also land on the right place of the slime. Maybe I do need to jump. No, it's not. I'm just... Who the hell designed this? Why do they hate me? Does anyone know? I don't. Oh, just let me land that jump, please. Alright. How did I do it better when I didn't understand what was happening? No. Alright. Let's look at this. Hold on. God damn it. Sorry guys, let me just get that bot real quick. I need to get onto the right thing though. There it is. Ben. I have my phone open, right? So I can manage chat, but it's not in, what's it called? Brain, do your thing. Brain, work, please. Begging, brain. Hi, error. My brain's not working. Well, I don't want to watch Pengy right now. That's not what I'm trying to do. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out my phone so I can read you guys properly. I don't want to watch Pengy. Pengy's a great streamer, though. Is Hollowfoot a bot? If that's the person I just banned, then yes. Now, I know for a fact that my phone, my alt account, is modded. So I don't know why it keeps not letting me do mod actions on it. I'm not about to pass out, that's just my voice. Because I'm sick. And also, that's not how you spell there. Alright. Oh, come on. Hawaii. Okay. This is ridiculous. You think they mentioned they're sick? Well, if you're getting on my ass about mentioning it multiple times, it's because currently I have two thoughts. One is parkour, the other is I'm sick. This is the worst. Why is it so much easier to do the rest of the course and not the, first part? Is there a science to this? That's the right there. Well, aren't you my knight in shining armor? Or whatever the thought is. No, that's too far. And I think I do need to hit the spacebar. Okay. That's the worst. No, I'm literally not even tired. I promise you I'm not. If I was tired, I wouldn't have done it. I also wouldn't have planned to, stream at this time if I thought I would be tired at this time. I know my limits. I'm an adult. Really? More? Oh, why? Why would you give me a false sense that it was all over and then make me go back from the beginning? That's so evil. That's the worst. Guys, can we sue whoever made NCC Island? Is that Noxcrew? Yeah. Noxcrew. No. This is not very prideful. See, that's just evil. You're just giving me a safe point, but not a checkpoint. No. I'm glad that we're all learning how to use the word there, but in like different ways. Lopta, you're upsetting me with your words. There we go. And I got it. Oh, this is some bullshit. It's like Hole in the Wall. This is based on the Hole in the Wall game. All the wrong ways indeed. Congrats. What are you congratulating me for? I have not done anything worth congratulating. I was on the phone with a university today, and they were like, you should be so proud of what you've accomplished so far. And I'm like, what? What have I accomplished so far? Be so for real. I've done nothing. I suck and I'm a failure. And I can't even do parkour. I shall leave now because I might catch what you got over there. It's funny you say that because I had something and then I got sick. I think it's what my mum had because we both got sick at the same time. But she did not get sick from me because I self-quarantine. And I refuse to cook for her when I'm sick because I don't want her to also get sick. But we can't all be based like me. Sometimes we gotta be chungus. Grammar is truly an option for you. That's why I like to say that Lopta probably really likes poetry. It's pretty optional for the poets as well. Like people think, oh, poets, they must be like the authority on using grammar. And it's like, no, they're not. They disregard it. They also don't like full stops, capitalize. What else do the poets do that pisses me off? Oh, really long sentences. And then they'll like, no, what the hell is this? Well, you went that, oh, no. No, okay. So this parkour has these little bubble elevators, and they kind of suck if you don't know how to use them, which is me. I don't know how to use them. So I'm just going to see how much I can ignore them. Yeah. Oh, scheiße. So close. I don't like the water elevators. There's nothing wrong with a run-on sentence though. They can be great even without punctuation or grammar. I don't disagree. Don't get me wrong. I always have a run-on sentence. Like, it is a feature of my writing that I will have a sentence that goes on for just a little too long. But the poets don't do it with any, like, rhythm. They just kind of go, I'm going to read this in my poetry voice and not my prose voice. And those are different voices, believe it or not. Oh, damn it. But also I just find they don't read over their work. And it's kind of fine when you're doing your own creative practice. But when you're, like, getting your work marked on a rubric, and one of the points is on adhering to grammar, typical of prose, you have to be able to adapt to that. Oh, damn it. And the same goes for if you're, like, writing into a literary magazine. It's not your own unique work that's going in a compilation of things, and you're meant to follow the rules at least a little bit. If only just to say that you know how to do it, because that's usually what they're marking you for. And if you're not going to adhere to those rules, you have to be ready to defend it pretty well. You have to be like, oh, I was doing it based off what this writer does. And then you have to adhere to, usually I like it, a rule of you have to follow two of their rules, not just the I don't follow grammar rule. Please, please. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the ice parkour. I'm not even gonna bother with that. I like myself. Hey guys, remember this part? Remember this part of the course? Oh, please. Oh, fuck. Why? Please, 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 don't prove me. Is that Sabrina Carpenter that I'm singing? Does anyone know? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, come on. Lady running down to the riptide. I got a lump in my throat, 'cause I was singing the words all wrong. My lady, when you're singing that song, I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just got her something. And I swear she's destined for the screen. And then there's like the howling bit where he's like, oh, woo. And that's as much as I got of that, of that song. Which is kind of more than I think of, that I know of Black Parade. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, will you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? What happens after that bit? I genuinely do not know. Like, I'm trying my best to remember it, and I can't. Will you defeat them? The something. There's like two verses that are identical, but I'm pretty sure they're separated by something that I cannot emulate with my voice. Remember what I was saying, where it's like I get stuck on really weird bits of parkour where there's literally nothing difficult happening, and I know I can do it, but I'm going to struggle with it anyway? No one should ever watch me for being skilled at a game. That is never intended. It's like Hollow Knight all over again. Like, I was bad at that game too. Despite that, I want to work in game development. What a funny little world. My hands get sweaty really quickly playing parkour. Doing parkour. Parkour isn't really the game. I've been reading books of old. Was told a fairy tale is something. I actually also don't know the chorus of that song. Ugh. Oh, I just walked up around that corner. Why? Okay. Oh yeah, if you hear any banging like that, that's me moving my mouse. It's not like a keyboard click or anything like that, which you're probably also hearing keyboard clicking a fair amount, because my microphone is actually, I think, closer to my keyboard than to me. But there's not much I can do about that. What's going on in your guys' lives? What crazy shenanigans going on? Anyone who's in Australia, limit to Victoria. Anyone who's in Victoria, Australia right now probably has some amount of uni work going on. Because I think we've entered something called SWAT-vac, which is where they end your classes and you have to do your assignments / exams. I don't do exams. I just do assignments. I just do assignments and write my thesis. It's really funny when I go to family gatherings and they're like, "Are you ready for your exams? Are your exams really difficult?" And I'm like, "What exams? I just write stories. I'm learning how to code." It's optional. They're not grading me on my ability to code, which is really nice. Like, I could have the worst, like, actual code written, and it's fine because they're marking me on my story writing. My actual, like, creative blah blah blah, you know? Which is good, because I think if they had to grade me on anything else, like, such as my parkour skills, I would not be awarded my honours, so... Oh, why did I just walk off there? Yep, that was great. Precision, movement. I'm just like Pizza Hut. I'm like Pizza Hut and Sandwich Lord. I'm iconic and amazing, and I'm really good at this. And I'm not falling off. Oh, why? Alright, I'm gonna skip this one. That's actually a little too far, and I would have... actually, no, I'm glad I skipped that whole section. Everything else is easier. Even this one. Because I realized I could just, run across it. Oh, never mind. I can't just run across it. Guys. Okay, this is ridiculous. So remember how I did it before? Oh, hi, Kia. Which tea from the breakfast tin shall I have next? I think you should have the Adelaide breakfast. Why? Hello, Kia. Today I'm playing Minecraft. We're doing parkour. Happy Pride Month. Thank you. Why? In celebration of Pride Month, I am putting myself through the trials. There were like so many like people in the trans community are like legitimately good at Minecraft. Just not me. I skipped that part. Okay. There we go. Got it, guys. Guys, I'm not chopped. Why? Never mind. Take it back. Oh. Actually, is Adelaide breakfast the one with the cranberry, or is that a different one? I'm pretty sure it's Adelaide breakfast. I'm not sure why it has cranberry though. I didn't design the blend. They don't pay me to do that yet. They should though. I'd be good at that part of the job. Been reading books of old, the stories I've been told. My house in Budapest by my hidden treasure chest. Going around piano, my beautiful Castillo, you. Ooh, you. Ooh, I'd leave it all. My acres of land I have achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, ooh, you. Ooh, I'd leave it all. This is dumb. I hate you, parkour. Parkour sucks. I'm not a parkour warrior. I'm a parkour master. Look, I just beat that. Yep, those was the Cranberries. I love that band. I'm just waking up and I'll probably go back to sleep, but I hope you have fun. I will not have fun, but I hope you enjoy going back to sleep and that your bed is cozy. That's my favorite one, just here. That's my favorite parkour to do. Now I know I can do that one over there because it's just staircases. And the medium is deceptively difficult, but usually when I do Parkour Warrior, as in like in the past, I've actually been much better at doing the medium one than the easy one. But then now they've introduced glass panes and I can't deal with those. You're rotating out your strainer of Singapore breakfast that has gone through maybe 5 to 6 rounds. That's crazy. Are you doing your Singapore breakfast with milk or without milk? fuck do I do there? What? Okay, so there's one over there. How does one go about doing that? Hold on. Oh, come on, I just did that part right. Alright, let me look at that. How did you do that? How did you get there? It's me, Vixstar. 123. Could you go back? Could you run that back for me real quick? No milk? That's upsetting. I always do my Singapore breakfast with soy milk. I have just run out of soy milk, which is a little upsetting. So I'm just not going to drink my Singapore breakfast until I have soy milk again. Someone else do it first. I'm not blocking your way. Go on, do it. Right. Ah, you just skipped right over that somehow. Nope, I have no idea how they did that. It's me, Vixstar123. I need you to tell me how you did that. In our case, I just left the Sidemen, and I think this is a really emotional time for you, but like, come on, man. You gotta teach me. Train me. I'll be your shadow. Oh, come on. I know I can do this part. I've done it several times. Why is it not working now? Guys, this is ridiculous. This one smells funky. Not as funky as your mama. No, why? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I'm not supposed to jump here, but I'm gonna try anyway. Nope, alright. I'm going back to the easy one. No, you know where I should go to? I should go run back the part of the course that I really hate. That I keep doing badly. Because I'm not a giver-upper. I'm not a quitter. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour, put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Holy shit, that almost worked. Holy shit, that actually almost worked. That's insane. Why is my phone going out of battery so quickly? Maybe it's because I'm using mobile data to do it. No, I'm using like Wi-Fi on my stream and then mobile data for my phone. Because I figure that way I'm not adding as much traffic to the router. Because inevitably the stream will crash and it will annoy me. No, that's not what I meant. Alright, Jenna, what do you say? Accept. Accept? Why isn't there an accept all option? Maybe I'll do some fishing while I'm on MCEI. That might be fun. Alright, fine. I'll do it timed. I'll get a miserable score. No. No. Oh, that's so much better. It's the repeater that I wanted. Yeah. No. I think Adelaide breakfast was one of the ones that I did cold overnight. I saved all the English breakfast ones until last. Because, like, honestly, it's not that special. And I don't often crave an English breakfast. I've got other, like, plain black teas that I can enjoy. Alright, what's going on here? Should you do it cold overnight? No, you can have it hot. It's probably quite nice to have it hot. Oh, that was too far. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the mode. I'm going to complete the course. And then I'm going to get however many stars it needs to, like... whatchamacallit? Oh my fucking god. To unlock the next island. Because the way Parkour Warrior works on MCC Island is that you complete like this first level and then you unlock a new island with new levels to do. Okay, restart course. You had a Melbourne breakfast with your weird distilled milk experiment. How did that go? And how is your weird distilled milk? Also, did you get the distilled milk idea from that one barista called Morgan? I think their name is. I could be wrong. I watch a decent amount of their content. But I'm aware that they didn't invent the concept of distilled milk, but I know that they fairly recently made a video about it, so... No, why? Well, at least I did that one in one go. And just for the sake of trying? No, alright. Teleportation. No, no, please. I know I can do it. So close. So close. It's fine. It's whatever. It's so fine. Okay. I'm gonna read that message in a second. I just want to get through this little bit of the parkour. Alright, I'll just restart the course. I think it could be improved by better quality milk. Yeah, Morgan, they're pretty cool, but no, I was watching a video on freeze distilling alcohol, which I'm pretty sure is legal in some of the states. And freeze distilling milk popped up as a search recommendation. I think that could have been 3 different messages in chat. Oh, fuck. Why? Why? I think this month I should be meaner and gayer. I think that's a good thing to sort of aim to accomplish. Mario Kart. Whee! No, so close to almost doing that smoothly. Trying not to message Sam in chat because you look like an annoying loser. Yeah, but you're my annoying loser. And also I'm doing parkour, so the shorter message is actually easier to read. And you can spam chat all you like. Also, it looks good on the Twitch statistics, if there are more chat messages. No, I double jumped. When I was a young boy, my father... What other songs do I know? I'm sure I know more than like 4. And when I say songs do I know, I mean like the lyrics to them. Because I know lots of songs, but lyrics? Not so much. Bad in the lyric department. Quite famously. Bad at the lyric department. Oh, so close. I'm not going to spend any time on it. Okay, Twitch maxing. Well, yeah, it's June. I got a Twitch max in June. It's Pride Month. Everyone knows that Pride Month is for two communities, Twitch community and the queer community, because they're one and the same. I did it. Guys, did you see how smooth that was? I know I immediately died, but that's fine. Oh. It hurts. It hurts my tiny cold heart. Oh, why always the last jump? It's not even hard. It's so easy. That last jump. Oh, hey, it's Fixter. There we go. Got it. I got it, you guys. Hole there. There's a hole there. Yep, that's fine. This one is a little frustrating because it's a bit of a maze. And I've not quite memorized the solution. Let me go that way. Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, okay, so I go over there, and then I run all the way this way. I can take pretty much any one of them there. Go there first. There. That's the easier way to do that one. I'll give the ice a go. Alright, hold on. This is not the ice I remember it being. That's fine. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh, fuck's sake. I double jumped again. I'll go one more try. I'm gonna go one more try because that was actually just a flop. Oh, I double jumped. I'm not gonna restart that one, but it is so much easier. Did I just restart course or teleport? Because I hope it was just a teleport. Okay, guys. It's time for the passing houses. As we all know, I hate this part. Even though it is really not that difficult. And I'm literally missing the first jumps. Right, so it's a good thing that they don't like do a penalty each time you fall, because then I'd really be screwed. It's just time and how long you spend. Because if you die and you wait a couple seconds to readjust, and you're in a race, that's bad. Even if it might help you. Sometimes you're just gonna try again and again, or just keep falling. That's fine too. Waste time anyway. If there was you can skip a part, this would be the part that I skip. Oh, it's that stupid little corner window bit. Alright, what was that? It'd be a little less humiliating if I wasn't literally failing the first jump and it was just that little corner bit, but no, it's even getting onto the platform in the first place. And at last I see the light. It knocked me off. So the other thing is, on the side there, I can't go for the advanced because I can't get 16. Well, I think I can get 16 of the medals, but I can't get under 5 minutes. I think I have before, but yeah. So this little part of the parkour course is not going my way. I think that part I just need to do quicker. I think too much about it at that point. Okay, no, that's fine. See, it's not very Sigma of you. Are you 12? I'm sorry, I love you. My grind set is not affiliated with the Sigma. I think that the second someone uses the term Sigma, it's a red flag for where they discovered the alpha. Because Sigma doesn't really make an appearance in the Omegaverse. But there is Enigma, which is arguably worse. And if you're wondering, what is an Enigma? In the Omegaverse, an Enigma is like an Alpha Omega. They like got the best of everything. And their main point in the story is to impregnate alphas. Because they can. Not if you're reading the fucked up shit on Wattpad. Well, if you're reading the fucked up shit on Wattpad, that's on you. But also, I was in the fucked up Omegaverse Wattpad community and Sigma didn't show up there. Unless it's like One Direction or K-pop. That side I wasn't involved in, because that's real people, and it's weird. Like, I've never understood people who write fanfiction about real people. It blurs the line a little bit when you get to, like, Minecraft or, like, role-playing fandoms. But even then, there's always been a bit of a separation there between I'm writing about the, like, streamer and I'm writing about the character they play. Except for this, like, weird subgenre of Tommy Innit superhero fics. But that's sort of like, most of the time they're nothing like either the streamer nor any of the characters they've roleplayed. It's just a completely different character with the same name. And it's like drafting roleplay for your streamers, which is actually pretty funny to me. Oh my god, I hate this section. I'm just gonna keep walking off that part, I think. The fucked upness of parasocialism? Yeah. But also, like, the parasocial debates and discussions, to an extent, I find them quite boring. Because, like, they're interesting when you examine the socialization of Gen Z and Gen Alpha during COVID. But that's more of a COVID issue than parasocial, like, internet drama. Because that's always been a thing with, like, celebrities and paparazzi a little bit. Like, these issues have already existed, but they're not inherently that interesting. The interesting part of, like, Twitch and that big boom during COVID was that during that time you really weren't able to socialize with your friends, not any more than you could socialize with a streamer. So to an extent, it's like, of course you have that parasocial relationship with this person who, like, got you through a period of time that's quite difficult for, like, social bonds and starting new ones and having interests and entertaining yourself. That was so close. But then you look into it and it's like Tommy Innit had people swatting his house, and there was the whole leak Twitter, where they'd share information about streamers that they didn't want really on the internet, like home address, stuff like that. And that's not being parasocial, that's being stalkers. But they sort of get lumped into the same thing, which is a little frustrating because they're different. Like if you or Lobda revealed the address to my house, that's also another issue. That's doxing. Oh, come on. Now mind you, the doxing jokes are quite funny. They're actually some of my favourite ones to make. But I'd never do it. I find it absurd, but then again it does happen. I think Tubbo's got my favourite solution, and that is he just tells people his address. Like, the address to his office, the address to his house, both of those places, he's already told everyone where he lives. Either voice audio too low or game audio a bit high. So, I'm not hearing, like, any audio from the game. Like, there's no music, there's no anything. I'm pretty sure my voice is just quiet. And there's, again, like, nothing I can do. Like, I can't increase the volume on OBS, it's already at max. It's not on the audio interface, it's also already at max. Oh, damn it, so close. I'll see if I can get Lobda to take a look at it, but I don't think there's actually anything I can do. Except for, like, speaking louder, but I don't want to speak louder at 12 a.m. at night. Oh, I don't know why I'm missing that jump. Like, I know how to hit it, and I'm not. I'm a failure. There we go, I got it. If I fell just there, I would be pretty frustrated. Okay. I missed that jump there. That's a little frustrating. Oh. Maybe it's because I'm half asleep, but the sound effects drown your voice when they happen. Okay. That makes sense. In that case, maybe I need to... You know what? It's probably because of my desktop audio on OBS. Instead, that's where I need to be playing with it. Let me go there. We'll see how that goes. Oh, interesting. It's the other audio source that's popped up. I'm gonna switch to that. How's that going? Oh, I should have waited there. Why? The timing isn't even that bad. Oh, I just need to like time my jumps better with it. Okay, that one was ridiculous. Okay. Okay, so I know I've done this one, and I don't know why I'm struggling with it now. Oh, I fucking hate it when I fall through it. I'm just gonna keep running at it. Oh. I need to stop running there. Count Potbelly von Pig Dick, actual quote from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. You know, I love it when like classical figures just have the most ridiculous quotes in like the archive. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to double jump there. Okay. I have an emotional control that is better than that of a toddler. That's my mantra. I can do this. I am not a toddler. I will not have a meltdown over the way that I keep failing this one particular parkour. There we go, I got it. Mozart wrote a canon in B major called Lek mich im Arsch. It means what you think it means. I need you to know that I don't know what that means, even remotely. I'm guessing it has something to do with, arse. Why? No, I overjumped. I overshot. Okay. A little soft jump there. My hands are getting sweaty. I will allow that. That what it means. Looking me in the ass. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Cool. I love parkour. You guys, I love parkour. It's so fun. Kurwa. Why? Okay. Why? You know what? This game is licking me in the ass. And if you're wondering, why don't you just, why wasn't I like switching between the chains? It's because I knew it would be easier to just do it on one straight go and just kind of get lucky, or time it. But that requires a level of competence that I have not quite gotten a handle on. Ooh, that is the first time I have failed this one today. I like that one. That one's my favorite. Oh, there's no game audio at all now. Alright. Hold on. We'll just keep messing with it until it works. There we go. That's completed. Ooh. I can probably try that again and get some more in. Hey, you're right. How do I tell someone that I like that their novel idea is really bad? I mean, that can vary a lot on what about the novel idea is bad, like if it's a bad premise or like if it's more genre specific. I find the best thing to do is to identify one good thing and then identify what the actual issue is after that. Just to like give them some hope. The premise is terrible. What is the premise? Pitch this novel on behalf of them to me. Because another aspect of this is, would I read it versus would it have market potential? And it's always okay to say that someone's book is shit because it's just market potential and has no soul, and was built to be on the top 100 at an airport bookstore. It's like, hi Lee, it's like Pacific Rim, but the main character falls in love with the giant robot. You might have to explain that not as a comp, because I don't actually know anything about Pacific Rim. Beyond that, those are 2 words that I can read. Okay. Teleportation scroll. Da-da-da-da. I fucking hate parkour, man. Oh, am I getting the timing wrong, or is my like jump not actually happening there? Okay, no, that jump is not registering. They pilot giant robots to fight monsters. It's a really bad idea for a novel. I don't disagree. I feel like that is definitely a better, like, suited to a novel with like a visual graphic component, like whether it's a comic or an anime or like a movie or anything like that. But it's not impossible, and it's not never been done. It just depends on if they're a good writer. Now, if they're doing this alongside a love story, I don't think it will really sell as a love story, like to the romance market. But I also don't think it has enough to be really sold as a sci-fi. So their biggest issue is actually the genre they've chosen and the story that they're choosing to spotlight within it. So yeah, so they've got 3 fundamental areas here. 1, poor choice of medium for the story, and 2, the genres don't quite match up. But the actual idea, especially like, it's thematically, it's relevant to our time, because it's like AI is everywhere, but also there's like this constant like military presence that we're seeing around the world. So I'd say they just need to rework it into an actually decent premise with like a target audience. It's not for anything. It's not a terrible premise for anything at all. Like, we're literally in a time where if you can give someone a game where they get to pilot a robot and play and like kill monsters, most people would go for that. If that was an animation, I'm pretty sure that does exist. There's a couple shows in the like the mecha genre. So it's not horrible. It's just a weird like mismatch of like who it's being made for. Like, that's the point where you ask an author, who is the target audience and what are the themes. And if their themes are falling in love and killing monsters, then it's a really shit premise and like kind of hopeless. Well, it's actually not hopeless. I'm sure it would do great on an airport top 100 books to read on a flight. Which, yes, is my bar for bad books. Okay, I'm going to restart this one. I'm spending too long there. Yeah, he's making something where it's a mecha thing, where it's about the pilot falling in love with the robot. So it's airplane jelly. Oh yeah, that's so airplane jelly. Is it queer in any capacity, or is it also straight? Because I find a lot of premises where it's like a human falls in love with something that isn't human, it's often a queer allegory. Or like metaphor, or whatever the right term is. I can't be bothered to think about it right now. It often is better if it's queer, because you get this like, I'm gay, which means I'm a monster because I've been outcast in my society. But if you're doing that and it's like the robot is literally like a woman and the pilot is a man, or vice versa, it becomes quite shit really quick. Aside from like the obvious bit of you're falling in love with a robot. which also creates a space where it's like, what is the conversation you're trying to have in that story? That's a little less important if it's meant to be like young adult or something like that, but up there with the subtle art of not giving a fuck and a fucking yes, that book. It's not a metaphor, just stupid. Yeah, I was getting that impression. Literally tell him to make it gay. Like, I have nothing else. If you're really struggling to make the premise of a book interesting, you can't just make it gay. It's not a good way to approach it, but it's a classic. Like, you have no idea how many of, like, the queer books are just, here's this really cool premise for a sci-fi book, but it wouldn't survive as a sci-fi book, so I'm going to publish it as a queer book. Why am I failing this again? To be fair, I think it's also important to know if it's a passion project or if it's something to get an audience. I mean, yeah, but also if Alice wants to say it's... if Alice wants to argue it's a bad premise, then that's the way you go. You talk about it as if it's for market. Because if it's a passion project and it's purely self-indulgent, none of that really matters. And whether or not it's a good premise also doesn't matter. Because it's just for that person. It's a passion project? Alright, well, if it's a passion project, you don't get to judge. Because it's a passion project. And if that's something that's going to make your friend happy, then you're just going to let him do it. Realistically, he probably won't get it off the ground. If he wants to publish it at any point, he'll need to rework it. Most likely. I mean, it's likely by that point that the publishing market would be quite a bit different to how it is now. Because literally sometimes, like, there's a massive dystopian buzz in, like, the 2010s. And so everyone wanted to publish dystopian novels, like Hunger Games and Divergent and The Maze Runner. So at that point, a publisher is more likely to invest in a dystopian novel. And then we've had a pretty strong romantasy phase. And then for a while, all the publishing companies were like, please stop sending us romantasy drafts. And in that little era, they'd just kind of reach out to authors rather than accept like pitches for them. And then we've had a sort of like cozy literary fiction peak, mostly Japanese and Korean authors. So actually, it's not super clear what's going to be like the next big trend. It could very well be related to AI, because that's sort of like a big juicy topic at the moment. You do know people who are doing things with idiot purposes, not just as a passion project. Yeah, I mean, the thing with an idiot premise is that most people are idiots. And most of the time you can get away with a pretty stupid idea because most people aren't going to think critically about it. They just want a little bit of entertainment. Or a little bit of, like, money. Like, the premise of me playing, like, doing parkour right now, it's not entertaining. I'm not good at it. I'm pretty crap at it. And it's purely self-indulgent of me to do this on stream, but also it, like, gives me motivation to keep going. Clanker romance? Yeah. You know someone who thinks he's a classical composer, but he doesn't play an instrument. He doesn't know any music theory. He can't read music. He makes MIDI files in piano roll and thinks he's taking the classical music world by storm. I mean, is he? Like, if he's getting the numbers, he's getting the numbers. And, like, what survives as classical music in our era will probably be not marked by the ability to play an instrument, unfortunately. It should be, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know, I'm pretty... He doesn't make classical music, right. So what you've got there is an idiot. You can try to have hope in people, but oftentimes it is wasted. You've been telling me you've been You're a genius since you were 17, and all the time I've known you, I still don't know what you mean, Steely Dan. Indeed. Oh, why? Why? Okay, restart the course again. Maybe I should just practice that section, but I know I can do it. And sometimes the more I practice something, the worse at it I get. A little bit of backwards practice, you know, like you reach a peak, and they're like, I can do this perfectly, and then you do it again, and it's like, no, never again, and suddenly you forget how to do it. That was my experience trying to learn instruments growing up. I'd like master something after practicing it, then I'd start practicing it again, and then I'd do it like one wrong thing, and suddenly I can't do it at all. I actually have a similar thing with novel writing, where novel writing hasn't been part of my practice, because most of my practice has been short fiction assignments for uni. So now I go to like start a novel, and I'm like, where am I? I've forgotten how to walk. And if you're wondering what the hell is the difference between writing a novel and a short story, well, I'll tell you. Your first chapter has to introduce things without spoiling everything. So when you write an introduction for, say, an essay or the opening paragraph to a like short fiction novel, it's A, quite short, and B, you can spoil quite a lot of what's going to happen. But when you do a novel, you don't want to spoil what's going to happen. You just want to really quickly introduce your who, what, when. You don't even need your why in that like immediate opening paragraph. You have the rest of the chapter to do that. And then you have to not tell your entire story within that first chapter. And if you've been doing short fiction and you've gotten really good at condensing a larger story, that's actually quite difficult to jump back into, I've discovered. Okay, so I know I can do this one. Agony. This is getting ridiculous. Maybe I'll just restart it. And like switch modes, because I should just practice them a bit. Also, my hand hurts. Fun fact, you guys, my hand hurts. Happy 6 months being my mod. You try to tell him he's wasting his time and talent because he's too lazy to learn theory, and he just says you're out of touch because you read books and listen to classical music. He thinks he's a classical composer but doesn't know anything or care about classical music. Or he tries to tell you he's learning his own way, and it's like, bro, you're not learning shit. And people have been teaching music the same way for 700 years. You think you're too good for it. I mean, I will say, a lot of the classical music teachings are a really particular like type of music theory. White, Western, Greek, blah blah blah. I can't quite remember the specific people that people are often referring to when they say classical music. So it's not inherently wrong to like test that, but you need to have an understanding of the rules before you start breaking them. It's like as a general rule of thumb. Okay, so I know I can do that one. That one is just straight up possible for me, and I don't know why I keep failing it. Maybe it's the timer. Maybe I'm freaking out over it. I'm never gonna get that one, but that's fine. It's a similar sort of thing with writing. Like, I refuse to study literature, but I still like read other people's work and have like done my degree in creative writing, because I think literature is a waste of time if you want to be a writer. Like, it's good to have, but if you don't plan on writing into the sort of literary genre that you're studying, it's kind of just annoying. And you have to meet all sorts of pretentious people who think they're cool because they study literature. I hate literature students. That's what I was just saying, Colby. Okay, but he doesn't study any music. He's not learning anything, he's just breaking things and doesn't understand enough to see what he's doing. Sorry guys, I'm going to blow my nose real quick, but I'm not going to mute the mic because that takes too long. I apologize, it is gross. Ooh. What are the chances that this guy is just going to start using AI? And then calling himself a genius because he can use it? Because some people legitimately think they're skilled if they can get away with using AI, and it's like, buddy, no. It's just that people don't know how to identify a lot of AI work when it's written. Like, you can identify it within, like, art, but when it comes to writing, it's actually a lot harder. You don't have many cases of, like, oh, that letter has been typed wrong. Like, it's the same keyboard and it's stealing the way everyone else talks. So people will be like, oh, it uses the M dash too much. It uses these particular phrases, and it's like, that's not because it's AI generated, that's because that's how people write. God, the typing in my messages has just died. No, I dropped too much there. Right, okay. That's not what I meant. Where is it? Wait. Restart course. Where is it? How do I leave? How do I leave this place? Actually, unironically, how do I leave this place? I know there's a way out. It's one way or another. Where is it? Where the hell is the exit? It's where it used to be easier to find. I can't hit that. That's a little sad. There used to be like a little thing you could drop down into. Oh, there's an exit there. Is that loaded back in yet? There we go. The best thing is when he says he doesn't need to learn theory because his music is more popular than yours. His music gets about 300 views. You've never released any music. No shit, it's more popular than nothing. And by the way, not only is my music 1 million times better than his, people who know about our music agree that yours is better. I mean, yeah. Duh. Of course your music's going to be better. Right, so this is course 2. We're going to take a look at that. Look at these sweats. You're getting it done in 2 minutes? That's sad. That's sad that you spend your time doing that. If I spent 2 minutes to do the course, then that would mean I would have done it like 70 times in this one stream alone. Oh no, it's the ladders. I hate the ladders, by the way. Again, it's something I can do, but you really need to jump right off the edge of the block. And also not get caught in that corner there. There we go. Oh, I slipped. Are you sure you like this guy? He sounds like an absolute knob. Oh wait, different guy? Yeah, this is not the guy with the shit novel premise. Alice, it does sound like you just need to start, like, hanging out with people with better ideas. Not, like, you're probably gonna stop talking to him. He's legitimately delusional. When asked, he said Beethoven was a 9 out of 10, and he was a 7 out of 10. Jesus Christ. It would be so much funnier if he wasn't for real. What the fuck? Oh, I see. What the hell is a kilometer? I think this is another one where I need to just go like 10 times faster. Oh, I did need to jump there. You've been feeling like it's your responsibility to wake him up from his self-aggrandizing. psychosis. No one else is going to do it. Well, it's not at all your responsibility. That was his parents' responsibility when he was growing up, to humiliate him. Sorry, to humble him. Oh, that was lag. That wasn't even my fault. I did it. See, this is somehow so much easier than the other one that I was just doing. Except for the side paths. The ladders are evil. Oh, actually, this is quite foul. But that's because I hate single block jumps. Like landing onto a single block. Like, I think I actually hate it more than landing on chains. Because it's just so easy to go past it. You're not his mummy, he needs to wake himself up. Oh my god, the gifted kid who was never humbled. That's kind of like me. No, it's not me. I was not gifted. I was actually quite shit at a lot of things. And I still am. Oh god, what the fuck is that? Alright, what the hell is this? Alright, if I time the jumps right, then I should be fine to just sprint through it. You don't know if he was gifted either? I mean, he seems to think he was gifted or has been regarded as gifted. Perhaps he had like one compliment and he was like, I'm the best ever. But whoever told him he was better than the classics was lying to him and should be put in jail. Although, to be fair, I have met someone who was like of the impression that they were really good at music. That person happened to like, oh, I need to stay up. Like, how do I say this on stream? He did something very inappropriate to someone a couple years younger to him in a school bathroom. And he was not expelled from the school. He was asked very politely to leave. And then he started going to a special arts school with like actual people who know how to do art. So sometimes like they're literally the worst people. And you should not encourage people who are mistaken about how good they are at a particular art. Because people who do art always have massive egos and do terrible, terrible things with those egos. Oh, fuck. Would be funny if he just hits it big out of nowhere. I mean, it would be funny, but also it would feel pretty bad. Because, like, what do you mean? He, like, definitely doesn't deserve to hit it big. Okay. So, I'm recognizing this creator's name of this parkour, the creeper person, as the same person who did those evil houses. And also, once again, why is this second parkour course so much easier? Does like Trisha test popularity? True. People who get really popular, it's not even rage bait, they just controversy farm. I did it. Ooh, chains. That was bound to happen. Yep, just walked off there. My hand is sweaty. Also, I reckon at like 2 hours of stream, I might switch to literally anything else other than parkour. Not because I'm like suffering. No, I'm not quitting. That's not what I'm doing. It's a secret third thing. Alright, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, did it badly. No idea who they are, but you think you can guess how they are. Alright, so Trisha Paytas's most recent controversy has been releasing music as a K-pop idol. Her other controversies have included pretending to be pretty much every race on the planet for particular phases of her career. What else has she done? She's said a lot of slurs. She has defended a lot of people who have said slurs. I believe her husband is an IDF soldier, and she is a loud supporter of Israel. She put on a musical. What else did she do? Is anyone else more up to date with shit Trisha Paytas has done? I literally just see her every now and again, and I'm like, oh, of course she's doing that. Okay, well, that was my bad. She's been recently trying to frantically distance herself from James Charles. Give it a couple weeks, I'm sure she'll be hanging out with him again. Unless he's pro-Palestine. Now remember, kids, whether or not you're pro-Palestine does not make you a good person. Because sometimes you can support Palestine and still be evil. That being said, if you support Israel, you're automatically quite evil, or stupid. And if you're stupid, I don't really forgive you. Now, I'm always partially forgiving of people who are pro-Israel for at least a short while. I mean, we're really past the point where you can really be like, oh, I just didn't know. You should know. It's pretty common knowledge. What's this? Nuance? Yeah. And it's really hard to be like, oh, it's whatever. It's someone didn't know. Which is why I always give the rule, if you've told them and you've given them a resource and they still didn't adapt, that's when you go, alright, well, you're just an asshole. Like, you're not even gonna try. Alright, what am I getting wrong at that last jump? Huh? Alright, so if you talk to someone and you give them the materials to stop being ignorant and they choose to ignore it, that usually just kind of makes them an asshole. That they're a bad person. They are willingly choosing to look away and to continue supporting an apartheid state and genocide. There's also exceptions for old people. That's true. Old people do not like changing their minds. Although, I will say, it doesn't stop me from being frustrated. Because a lot of old people often have positions of power, like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is an old person, but he's also really evil. Okay. Oh, I can just make that jump. How do I want to make this one? Oh, I almost missed that jump. That doesn't make them bad people, but it can make them annoying. Alright, true. Okay, so what makes someone a bad person in regards to, ignorance and stuff? If you are of sound mind and not old, and there is information that says this thing is bad, and you continue to support that thing anyway, or to cover your ears whenever someone tries to talk about it, you're bad. You're not evil, you're not actively participating in the harm, but you're willingly ignorant. And I find that to be a bad personality trait, which makes you a bad person. I do not think that bad is the same as evil. I think bad just means you're doing a bad job at being a human. Trump doesn't give a shit about Israel-Palestine. He couldn't point to it on a map. But that's also a problem. That doesn't... How do I put this? Donald Trump not knowing something isn't a good thing. He should know, in particular. And him doing the things that he does and having the power that he has is particularly, horrible. I would say Donald Trump is just evil, full stop. Even if Israel-Palestine, there was no conflict in Gaza, no, years of apartheid regime, and, genocide ongoing, he's an evil person. But that's enough talking about politics on Twitch.
they'll snipe me. They'll snipe me from the rooftops, and they'll ban me from visiting the United Kingdom like they did to Hassan. I find that really funny. Well, not funny. It's pretty serious and pretty bad. But, why do I find it funny? I don't know. My brain isn't in it today. Let me take a look at you. Alright, I'm seeing head hitters and knees. And I'm seeing single blocks over there. But it's not like he's set in his ways about Israel. It's just that Netanyahu gives him money so he likes him. That's true. And like looking at like past interviews of Donald Trump, his views on things really flop around depending on a certain figure who may or may not be involved in some files. I do not like this type of parkour. There we go. Cool. I reckon I could do that one. Like with the time on, I don't think I really skipped any parts. Mode swap. Watch me fail all of those jumps. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, I was gonna miss that one. I gained too much momentum. There we go. Ooh, I almost fell off there for no good reason. That was lag. I'll read that message in a second. By in a second, I mean the timer is no longer running. Which may take up to 15 minutes. But feel free to say stuff anyway, because I'll still read it. Creepy. Oh, what happened there? Was it me being dumb and horrible and bad at the game? Quite possibly. I don't mind these panes here. I like that they stop me from falling over the edge. Never mind. I'm a fool, and I cannot trust anything. Please. Please, sir, can I have some more? Okay. Here we go. Okay, one last Neo. Then we get the chains. Ooh, I almost failed right at that corner, and then I failed for real. Thinking I had already failed, I gave up. Go. So this is way easier than that other course, and you just lose time on the bonus path. That's what I'm thinking, is the logic here. Okay, well that was just me being stupid. I know I can make the jump from there, but yep. That's karma. Karma's a bitch. You should have known better. Can you imagine a universe in which Jojo Siwa was Australian and had an Australian accent? Because I think that would really fix a lot of things. Just like generally about pop culture these days. That's my opinion anyway. You know what, I reckon I could read that. Oh wait, also he, not seeing any irony, says that I'm out of touch with the common sense man because you see live classical music, and that he's the voice of the common man with his music. He makes what he calls modern symphonies, which are definitely not symphonies. They have drum kits, keyboards, and electric guitars, and he thinks they're symphonies because there's a string part, there's no harmony. That's terrible. Tried to tell him that it's not a symphony, it's not classical music, but he warped it into the pearl-clutching classical elite. Can't handle his innovative genius. That's terrible. We were very close to it. Her former partner was Australian. That's completely different. That's her former partner. That's not Jojo Solo's having an Australian accent. Maybe like if she had a child with that partner and raised that child to do what she raises all children who come across her to do, which is to become a child star, and like force them to work under horrific conditions, then yes, we'd get that, but it wouldn't really change anything now. There's a AU, everything's the same, but Jojo Siwa is Australian. Be magical. Okay, so that's not great. Come as a bitch, should've known better. Okay. That's close. But we could have had but it's not the same. It wouldn't be she was Australian from the beginning. And her partner wasn't Jojo Siwa. So you see, the situation is different. That was close. This has been a full 10 minutes quicker than that other run I did. Isn't that fun? Oh, there we go. It was bound to happen eventually. I think I can actually complete it just by going on that vine there. And that quite possibly that would be quicker than what I'm currently doing. It doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, because of that vine there. Little shortcut there. About being in touch with the common man, he said, sure, I'm upper middle... He's upper middle class and he's saying he's in touch with the... Get rid of him. That is my judgment upon this guy. Get rid of him. Have him be gone. Yes. Alright, we'll do another course. We'll see what this one looks like. I'm just going to quickly get my charger. I forgot the best part. Have I forgotten the best part or do I not know it? Okay, my charger. I didn't read the best part. Alright, hold on. Let me scroll up. Which part did I miss? Are you able to just like say it again? Oh, but at least no, I did read that part. He is not self-aware, he is delusional. I'll have a go at this parkour warrior and then I might just open a fresh survival world. Just for funsies. Hold on. I do not want to time myself doing it the first try. That is a recipe for disaster. Did it first try. That's great. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But I just want to look real quickly about what those are. What the hell is that? You've been telling me you're a genius since you were 17, and all that time I've known you, I still didn't know you. Right, we're repeating that quote. Karma's a bitch. Should've known better. These are true head hitters. Okay. What am I looking at? Very strange block. What the hell is this? What's all this then? Why is this so much easier than the first course? I know I did just walk off there, but that wasn't because it's hard, that's because I'm stupid. Nope, that actually does need to be from there. That's fine. Get there. Navigating the parkour, bro. Doing some parkour, man. You just gotta cut him off, but how do I do it with him perceiving it as vindication? Don't even worry about it, literally just ignore him. I mean, what makes a symphony is just something being written for a full orchestra. That's true, so as long as it combines instruments from different families, you can call it that. I doubt he does write for a full orchestra anyhow, just saying orchestras can have electric guitars. He doesn't write for orchestras at all, it's just a rock band plus one violin. Yeah, it's not a symphony, I don't think. That being said, oh, I've done this one before, and I've done it well. I don't think I'll be able to do it again. And I don't really want to try. Particularly hard to do that. It's a fun one, though. Because you can jump, like, between these gaps here. Like, it's not strictly impossible. But it's not easy. Am I about to do this anyway? Oh my god, I am. Guys, I'm awesome. And we got those stairs again. I think I can do these. I can do these. I just need to get my shit together a little bit. Yeah, no, that's whatever. I know I can do them like I am capable. I did them before. Guys, I've done them before. It's not even for a specific string instrument. He just has MIDI strings. Music composition seems hard. I've always been fairly, like, scared of it. Because, like, I've had friends who, like, are interested in it. Or have done it, excuse you. Not professionally, but, like, at a uni level. I'm just... No, I did not mean to restart the course. Well, I'm not doing that all over again. I will go like that. That puts me, yes, in the right place. Good. Yeah, you could just cut them out and not bother about seeing whatever they feel if you want. That's literally the best thing you can do in this situation. You just have to separate and just, like, be damned with it. Because what's the worst he's going to do? He's, like, going to go around and say, oh, Alice totally gave up, or what? Like, what? I'm sure you're not the only other person who has recognized that he's shit. It seems like it's a fairly easy conclusion to come to. Interesting. Just walked off again. Technically, melody can be taught too. It depends on how you're approaching it. Composition is a lot of things. It's fun when it's going well. I mean, you can be taught anything if you put your mind to it. That's what makes the arts so fun. Anyone can do it. And if you use AI, you're a stinky poo-poo bumhole. That's my wisdom for the world. But literally, it's whether or not you're willing to learn it and whether you're willing to take on critique from other people. And if you're not willing to do those things, then you just stop. Take a minute, really reflect. Come back a couple years later saying you'd been oppressed and controlled your whole life by a big system. And then if anyone likes your music, you go from there. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, what am I looking at here? What? Huh? Oh, like that. Okay. I'm gonna forget about that when I have to do it again. That might be a big sigh. I'm gonna play it safe there. Okay, that's the ice one again. I'll give it one more shot. One more shot. Yep. Not happening. Not happening. Now, but like actual good melodies, you can teach it in structure, but you can never teach someone to be melodic. You know, that might be true. You might be right about that. I've yet to encounter a situation where it can't really be taught, but like even in writing and managing flow, I imagine it's somewhat similar. Some people just can't do it, which I always find interesting. Like, I don't know why they can't manage any sort of flow. I wonder if people have done research on that actually. Like if there's a particular thing that shows up. Fuck. It's another navigation one. Where do I go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? What did you do? Cotton Eye Joe. I did that the first go, and when I have to do it a second time, I'm going to be lost. As much as you hate to admit that you're good at things, you are. Have that confidence. Which makes it really difficult to self-deprecate, actually. You actually do have a pretty good musical mind and intuition, and you're creative with a fairly unique voice, and you feel the need to learn more theory. He's done none of those things. He thinks he's a genius, and he doesn't want to learn. Literally just cut that guy out. Literally just get rid of him.